Well, it's been a wild ride these past few years. When I started this channel, I had no expectation of what it might become. Sure, I had hopes, but I certainly didn't have any expectations. It's easy to look back in hindsight and say that it was the right decision. But it was truly a step into the unknown. It was about facing my greatest fears, overcoming my inner critic, and giving myself permission to fail wildly. This is something new. I'm not sure where to look. I'm not sure what to do with my hands. If you've ever tried to pursue an unconventional path, you've been there before. You have to push through creative blocks, people doubting you, and all the other hurdles that come your way. If you're lucky, you've got a small support circle around you. But even then, you're largely on your own. You make the decisions, you live with the consequences, you find a way through the darkness. I've gotten incredibly lucky these past few years. I've had videos go viral, I've connected with people who inspired me when I first got started, I met with hundreds of subscribers around the world who watch my videos, and even this past year, I got nominated for a freaking Emmy. I didn't win, but still pretty cool. But it's time to say goodbye, for now. So I started my first freelance business over 12 years ago, many years before I started this channel. And I don't think that I've honestly taken off more than a week since I got started. I mean, I've had little breaks and I've had weekend getaways and vacations to some really cool places. But when you work for yourself, there's always more work to do. And when you have other people working for you, that's even more true. So taking extended time off, even if it's totally possible, has never felt realistic for me. I always told myself that I'd do it next year, or maybe once I reached a certain milestone, or when I'm feeling a little bit more settled. But the timing just never worked out. But that's about to change. It's long overdue, but I'm taking one of the longest breaks of my adult life. I've been known for some of my 30-day challenges over the years, and I'm about to embark on one of my most ambitious ones yet. I'm gonna do nothing for 30 days. Except it's not gonna be for a video, I'm not gonna vlog it, document it, or capture it for the purposes of my work. For the first time in over a decade, I'm going to stop working completely for an entire month. That means no to-do lists, no calendar invites, no editing, no writing, no tasks, unless you count eating every croissant in France as a task. Nat and I are packing our bags and we're heading to Europe, where we're gonna finally get married. I mean, we're obviously already married. We've got a classy Las Vegas wedding certificate to prove it. But after years of postponing it because of the pandemic, we're finally celebrating our wedding in front of our family and friends. It's the first time that we're bringing both of our lives together, from Australia and the United States, to celebrate, and we couldn't be more excited. This is really what's gonna kick off the trip for us, and then we're just gonna travel around Europe, visiting places we've never been before, eating delicious food, relaxing on beaches, and not thinking for a second about work. This is my first step towards hopefully even longer breaks in the future that are meant to give us the time to rest and recoup both mentally and physically. I love this idea of a sabbatical. It was originally used by those doing backbreaking labor in the early days of agriculture. They traditionally take off 1 year out of every 7 years of work. While the practice is rising in popularity today, it's still pretty uncommon. Only 5% of companies offer some kind of paid sabbatical program, and it's really not surprising why. Brené Brown has said that it takes courage to say yes to rest and play in a culture where exhaustion is seen as a status symbol. Many of us are addicted to our work. We have an always-on policy when it comes to email, forego our personal days, and rarely give ourselves a chance to take a break.
I never take vacations, I never get sick, and I don't celebrate any major holidays.
It might sound cliche, but the question we all need to ask ourselves is, are we living to work, or are we working to live? Personally, I'd like to eventually take a proper sabbatical in a couple years, and take a complete year off to rest, find new interests, maybe even learn how to cook. Okay, that one might be a stretch. But for now, it's baby steps. My relationship with work has always been pretty complicated. I mean, I absolutely love what I do, and I feel so lucky to be able to do it. It's honestly really weird to call myself a professional YouTuber, and there isn't a day that goes by that I'm not amazed that this all worked out as well as it did. But of course, it comes at a cost. I mean, I've worked some really crazy hours, I've pushed myself further than I should have, and I rarely gave myself enough time to recover. I've burnt myself out a number of times over the past few years. It's easy to say that the pressure came from external forces, from subscribers or the algorithm or any number of things that compete for my attention. But truthfully, it always came from within. I put the pressure on myself. And what I found out is that when you burn yourself out, there's a kind of residual burnout that never goes away. And when you work maybe a 12-hour shift or you skip a couple weekends in a row without taking a break, the anxiety and burnout pick right up where you left it off. And so I'm giving myself permission to step back and take a mini retirement of sorts. I know it's only a month. I know it doesn't seem like a whole lot, but for me, it definitely is. And while doing something like this obviously makes me a little nervous, I couldn't be more excited about the future. So often we create unnecessary rules and restrictions in our lives. We follow patterns and rules and guidelines made up for arbitrary reasons. But I think it always helps to question these assumptions, because it's never too late to switch up your approach, reinvent your life, or to start over. Hey guys, so in the same way that I've built an intentional life for myself over the past decade, I've made it my purpose to help others do the same. One way I do that is through videos like this. Another way is through my courses. And if you're ready to invest further in your self-development and build an intentional life, consider Simple Habits. It's my course. Simple Habits is the science-backed, step-by-step plan to choosing, forming, and sticking to your habits for 30 days and beyond. And enrollment is only open for 2 more days. I'm teaching you everything I've learned from a lifetime of trial and error, as well as the latest research on behavior change, to help you finally figure out why you failed in the past, to break free from the cycle of self-sabotage, learn the techniques and strategies for long-lasting change, and most importantly, take action. This isn't just about theory. Every lesson is layered with exercises, accountability, and action steps so you can stop excuses in their tracks. If you want to learn more, go to slowgrowth.com/simplehabits or click the link in the description below this video. The course is going to be open for another 48 hours after I upload this video, and then we'll close it until next year. I'd love to see you in there, but of course, no sweat if this doesn't feel right to you or if you don't have the money right now. I'll keep uploading videos here on YouTube, after my break, of course. So this is goodbye for now. It's certainly not goodbye for good. Maybe it is. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. It's definitely not. The plan is to come back more fired up than ever before. There are still more ideas that I want to pursue, people I want to interview, and videos I want to make. For me, the past few years have been about taking steps forward, pushing myself outside of my comfort zone, challenging myself to do things I never thought were possible. And now I'm doing more of the same. Except this time, I'm taking a small step back. I'll see you guys soon.